Magic time.
It
We're gonna do
is
some
Magic
pre-release times.
We did
Got
it last time, and we want to do it again.
It was good
Yeah.
fun last time.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, we'll see how we do. We're doing it nice and early because, well,
It's a Sunday and
It's a
things
Sunday.
need to happen.
yeah, exactly. So we'll do.
Okay. Now, Magic, did you start up? Because let's try that again.
Everything's fine. I'm hanging out. We're hanging out in the friendly sea of
There we
queue,
go. That's
as
good.
you do.
We're just stalking it, waiting it.
Waiting for all of us to get in, then we'll all hop in. The way this works is we all hang out there. We'll hang out and chat in between rounds, and obviously, if we end up, we'll cut it off when we're playing against other people and stuff.
And we're all streaming it, so
Yeah,
Give
if you
me,
wanna-
give me an extra moment, guys.
That's
I
fine.
just
Somebody
realized
make a
I still need
multi-Twitch
to
link.
buy my tickets.
you probably want to not show that on stream.
I have my camera still up.
Okay, good. But
I
yeah,
haven't switched to Magic camera yet, so it's like I'll just. You guys get to look at my face for a bit. It's not that interesting, but it's.
I've
deal
already
with
had to look at your face this morning. I don't need to do that again.
Fortunately for me, I needed to cycle my stream because I forgot to change the title, so I
it's
bought my
alright.
tickets while I was doing that.
Extra tweet. I should actually tweet about this.
Yeah.
As well.
no, you're
Mentioning
not.
that.
You're not streaming on for Dolken and Tree, are you?
Yes,
No.
of course. No, I'm not streaming
No,
no,
that's-
Balcony 3. Red Nightmare 7. It's confusing, I know.
Yeah, this everything's fine. But yeah, actually, who do we got? There's me, obviously. You got Keab, and Uno and Red.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh.
here's your multi-Twitch link.
Multi-Twitch. Yeah,
Multi-Twitch link?
Like multi-Twitch with like 4 people. Sounds great. Hey, Diamond Tiki. Like I don't know how many people will tune in for this, but whatever. I don't care.
No.
We'll play
Hey,
some
Rico.
Magic.
Is live.
I wonder if I should open everyone else's chats as well.
Yeah, I'm
Chatty
gonna-
just
I'm
went
gonna
berserk
bring
because it
Red's
just
chat
picked
up.
up everybody going live.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
I did put my one on the calendar, but
That, and I can copy it there.
whatever.
And put
It
it
is
in
a
a
lot of
tweet.
Twitch.
It's a lot
Okay.
going on.
And I've done the tweet.
You know,
now
you've
I
got
should. Right,
decisions to make. All right, okay.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
How do I get the? Or it's just.
You just need 25 event tickets to
Okay.
join the thing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
nice-
doing
nice
that.
and
50
simple.
play points.
Or yeah, 250
I
play
don't
points,
have those.
or a
I-
Wizard's ticket. Do you work for Wizards? Are you a wizard?
You have to be a wizard to get the wizard's ticket.
Yeah, it's not you have to work for Wizards of the Coast, and you have to be a literal wizard.
Yeah, of course.
Let me make sure that's everything's fine.
I did not see the XCOM South, XCOM
Oh.
South, XCOM Pack South.
I specifically didn't because I don't want to know.
There was something
I want
that-
to live in peace for the next week.
Well, there was something cool that they did. They told everyone exactly what you get with the modding tools, like the SDK, and it's a lot of stuff, including
Oh, that's
pigeons. Well, no, like it's an unprecedented level of stuff.
Impressive.
Yeah.
I see the multi-Twitch link. Good. Yes, I know.
Like your
Dinner's-
microwave, it really sounds like a truck backing up.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
kind of
sorry.
concerning.
I
It's
still
not.
need to grab that stuff there.
It's not.
Okay.
The SDK is everything.
Yeah, it's literally everything.
Oh,
Everything. Yeah.
Okay,
Also with
yeah.
my chatty capture. But
Okay. Wait, sorry.
bit
Which
behind
one
them.
were we stalking?
Friendly sealed.
Friendly
Friendly
sealed.
sealed.
Friendly sealed.
Yeah.
There we go.
It
Okay.
should have 6 people in it at the moment.
Yeah, I am in position whenever
All
we
right.
want to.
Is everyone?
the PAX panel was only about the modding.
Right. It was only about modding. Okay.
Oh, I'm glad I missed it. 'cause I
Are
don't
we
care.
all? Are we all?
I'm in position.
Are you
I am
all
ready.
targeting computers on?
No,
Yes.
I've turned my targeting computer off.
What's
Yeah,
wrong?
I'm using the Force today.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Then, gentlemen,
I've gone.
fire your
Go.
things. I'm in.
Okay.
Right, okay,
Alright,
now
we
we
are all
wait
in.
for another 6
Now we wait for 6
Yeah.
more people.
Okay.
Hey.
Gives me time to get my bread out of the oven. Be right back.
Oh, ankle
I
lock.
like that. I like that username. Ankle what?
I also quite like Captain Sheep.
But Ruptalk, if you want to get in now,
Yeah,
jump in.
you've got a bit of time. If you can get in. We were just kind of. Was it basically like last night? We were like, hey, we
Yeah.
should do this
Okay,
thing.
there we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh,
Wait,
you might
what
not
do I-
have
What do I
time.
actually want to? That's fine. I'm back. I'm fine.
All right. So do we mute ourselves for drafting or not? I don't.
Oh.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's deck building, isn't it? It's not draft, so
Yeah.
Oh right.
So we don't have to mute each other for our deck building.
Well,
we
just
can
have.
compare our sick rares. I'm fully expecting 4 Hedron alignment here.
Oh, that work. You could totally do that.
Actually, probably
Getting
3
one in
then.
Excel is the tricky part. The other ones are easy. The Excel is the tricky one.
Yeah.
Because you get the scribe from the alignment, so that's okay-ish.
I don't know what counts as like sharing
By the
information.
half
I guess it
dropping
doesn't
into the
matter.
video there.
I don't think it matters in this case.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
One more. Can Rockdot make it in?
Can he get in time?
he says he doesn't have 25 tickets.
Ah, shame.
Bummer.
Ah, well. Never mind, eh? Oh, we're in.
Well, we fired.
And we're off.
The gun has been
Right.
shot. We're off.
Right.
Okay.
Fox
Sword
Shire.
priority.
Did we say we were muting at this point?
I don't know.
I'm happy to not worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
I
here.
don't mind. All right.
So I got an Inverter of
here?
Truth and a foiled Deceiver of Form.
Ooh, Kozilek's Return.
I got
Okay, I like this. Woodland
General
Wanderer.
Tazri, so
Goodness, huh?
I just got a
be
frozen
honest.
screen.
Foil,
Well done, Miko.
Felidar Sovereign, Ruins of Oran Reef.
foil Thought Not Seer. Hello.
Ruins of Iron Reef
That's
is really
worth
good.
it. That might be worth it.
Hmm.
Don't think I want to play an Inverter of Truth, no matter how cool that
Tyrant.
card is.
Tyrant of Valakut.
Ooh, I got a Nulamog
Ooh.
and a
Get
World
you.
Breaker.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
Do we think I can do the Felidar Sovereign?
I don't know if you can, but you probably should.
Yeah.
I'd probably play it.
All right. What do I have? What looks good? I got a lot of green. Some
I'm
blue.
actually up on rares because I've got a foil rare as well.
Nice.
Yeah, same here. I got a Deceiver of Form.
Ooh.
So I also have like a Carver
Oh.
Surgeon, so not that great.
Whenever General Tazri enters the battlefield, you may search your library.
Ah,
for
I
an
got
ally
literal
creature
actual
card,
Hedron
reveal
crap.
it, put it in your hand, and
Yeah.
shuffle your library.
General Tazri basically reads search for Munda's Vanguard if you've got it, otherwise your best ally.
General Tazri
Yeah.
is basically. This card was made for Commander.
Hello, I
Yeah,
am
he is a
Commandersman.
5-color commander.
I mean, literally.
She.
Yeah, she. I think it is.
Yes.
You're right.
She?
Yeah. All right. What the
Red
hell do I
White
build?
may not work.
Ooh,
What
I've
do
got
I
a
have?
Baloth
Okay,
now.
that's interesting.
Who keeps? Is there a high pitched noise, or is that just
Oh,
my?
sorry, that is my computer complaining.
I didn't hear it. I thought it was the people making music upstairs.
No.
But I think we've concluded that that's never anything other people hear.
Yeah.
Because I always ask, can you hear that? Can you hear that? No, Red, shut up. We can't hear that.
Red doesn't look. Speaking of which, red doesn't look great for me. So no.
My Red actually looks
I
great.
may actually have to play green.
I
The
am.
World Breakers, so.
I think I'm definitely going to be playing green. I see some decent cards in here, and I have 2 of my rares are in green.
All right. I'm gonna be
don't think
honest.
I
I
can
know
play
you said we weren't
Jorien,
gonna.
though.
I know you said we weren't gonna mute, but I need to think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I'm going to do
I-
the same
I
thing,
think
so
I'm
I
gonna
will
do
be
the
Yeah,
back
I'll
in
make
a
it
month
myself
later.
Good luck, everybody.
Yep.
Talk to you guys later.
Alright.
Muted.
Right. With that sorted, let's have a look. See, I don't think I can play Jorien. Red Black isn't going to be amazing because Flare Drone is fantastic. It's looking like we're probably going to be green, if I'm honest. Possibly green blue because we've got Spell Spawner, 2 Slip Through Space. We've also got a Blinding Drone, which is pretty awesome. But then blue gets a little weak. We've got 2 Ancient Crabs. Retreat to Coralheim isn't really playable. Thought Harvester is nice, but not fantastic. White is... We've got 2 Alpha Protectors. A Shoulder to Shoulder. It's not amazing. We do have an Isolation Zone, though. Red is... It's got some fun stuff. It's got a Zarda's Commando, but... and a Boulder Salvo, but that's about it for the playable red. Black's got some nice stuff. Oh, hello, Tesla. But, no removal, which could be a huge problem. Right. Let's see what we've got that's playable in green. Elemental Uprising I like. It may not be perfect. Natural State is really only a sideboard card. Lead by example, I would want 1. I don't think I would want 2. Snapping Gnarlid I like. Stalking Drone is good, particularly with the colourless sources we can generate. Lifespring Druid doesn't generate colourless, but is still a useful ramp card. Pulse of Marasa is very good in single. I would definitely play 2 Scion Summoners. Giant Mantis is alright. Tajuru Pathwarden is nigh unbeatable. Canopy Gorger, maybe not. Birthing Hulk, definitely. And probably not Plated Crusher. Just realised my webcam needs to come this way a little bit. So that's 13 out of the greens. I would definitely want to try and play Baloth Null. It's definitely better than Void Grafter. I would also look to put Blighted, Warping Whale in, because we've got Ulamog as well. We have the Blighted Cataract, we have Crumbling Vestige, which is good. We have a Corrupted Crossroads, which is good. We do have some wastes, so we can drop an Evolving Wilds in there. We also have a Pilgrim's Eye. I would definitely play 2 Kozilek's Pathfinders. We do have a Tranquil Expanse. So maybe we could splash some white if we wanted to. I'd probably put 1 Wastes in as an Evolving Wilds target. Maybe 2 if we wanted the Pilgrim's Eye in there. We'll see on Pilgrim's Eye actually, I don't think that's maybe necessary. It's a shame blue and red aren't better because I think Jorian Ruin Diver is actually a really good card. Equally again, I mean Cliffhaven Vampire is nice. We've got a couple of the really good gold cards. Flayer Drone particularly did excellent work. I had 2 of these at my paper pre-release and it was just really good. So yeah, Baloth Null leads me to want to try and play black. Slaughter Drone is good, I like that. Kozilek Shrieker, again that's nice. Swarm Surge. We don't have a huge amount of colourless creatures, but +2/+0 is still pretty good. Untamed Hunger I don't like. Maya's Malice I think is probably worth playing for the Awaken. Zulaport Chain Mage, we don't have any allies really, but it's still a good card, a 4/2 for 4. Geyserfield Stalker is something I'd be happy to put in. Kozilek's Translator is another source of colourless, which is great. And Dread Defiler, a 6/8 for 7, that really fills out our top end. We've got quite a few 7 drops now and 10 drops, but we do have almost enough ramp. It does lead me to want to play Pilgrim's Eye. That's how that would look as green-black. I kind of like all of our big drops there. That's maybe a bit ambitious, but I mean green-white, yeah. I'm a little worried about the lack of removal, really. But then our removal options in white are pretty much Isolation Zone. Our removal options in blue is Overwhelming Denial. And that's about it. And our removal in red is just Boulder Salvo. What we could put in though is Bone Splinters. Because sacking a creature isn't going to be a problem for us. So, we're a little over at the moment. Let's have a look. I think I like that. I like the fact that we've got the Vestige. I like that we've got the Crossroads. I mean, the Crossroads we're mostly just going to be using the main ability, but it doesn't come in tapped, which is very useful. I don't think there's anything worth splashing in white. We do need to put that Alt Art Forest in. I don't think Hedron Blade is worth it. A Slab Hammer is fun in a landfall deck, but really we're trying to ramp up to Ulamog. Strider Harness is just, it's not worth playing. Lined Hidden Network is fun, but it affects my own creatures. Actually, I think we want Earthen Arms instead of Lead by Example. Could probably drop out a 3-drop. I kind of want to keep Pulse of Marasa because we're looking to go long. Maybe we drop Storm Surge actually. Just overwhelmed with sheer number of creatures. Because we're looking to get this down to 23. We're at 26 at the moment, so we need to make a couple more cuts. I think actually if we dumped Birthing Hulk or Dread Defiler, Birthing Hulk does get us the rest of the way to Ulamog, pretty much. Yeah, I think we've got a few too many 7-drops. I think we drop Dread Defiler out, leave Birthing Hulk and World Breaker. I'm happy with the 6-drop slot, the 5-drops and the 4-drops. I mean, it's tempting to cut a Persilex Pathfinder, but having 2 is... they're just pretty powerful. A 5/5 for 6 that you can then make them unblockable. Well, by certain creatures. Yeah, maybe we cut one of those. And that puts us to 24? Yes, 24. One more cut. I think... No, I like Scion Summoner. I like Kozilek Shrieker. Earthen Arms Elemental Uprising is probably one of those two. Or it could be Zulaport Chain Mage. We do have exactly one other ally. Yeah, let's cut the Chain Mage and see what happens. I mean, Maya's Malice is actually more like a 6-drop. Earthen Arms we would ideally be putting up a bit higher at a 7-drop, but mostly you cast it as a 2-drop combat trick. But it's nice to have that flexibility on it. Anyway, I think that's a good 23, so Corrupted Crossroads, Crumbling Vestige, Evolving Wilds, a single Wastes. It always has to be the Bismuth Wastes, the other one, nah. Bismuth Wastes all the way, and our Alt Art Forest. There we go. And so... yeah, I'd basically... you're suggesting 5/7. I would bump that and go 7/6, bearing in because we've already got 1 in there. 7/6/3. I think that seems like a good split. I'm just... some of our black is fairly late. It's fairly light black splash actually, but we've got ways to search for it. green is definitely going to be more important. Yeah. Let's see how that looks. We can always board out some stuff later on. There is maybe a blue-white deck hiding in here, but I don't think so. Maybe we want to pull in some stuff like Plate Crusher or Canopy Gorger. I mean, our 6 and 7 drop slots are fairly heavy. I think that's kind of the way we've been biased, so hopefully we can ramp up into that. Hopefully we've got enough ramp in here. It's not a huge amount, but I think it'll work. But yeah, just looking at the way the colours are, I mean, white is consistent, but isn't amazing. I mean, the fact that there's 2 core Sky Climbers, 2 Alpha Protectors, a shoulder-to-shoulder, that's good stuff, but it's not bombs. You want to be trying to play your bombs. I mean, Ulamog, one of the biggest bombs of all. It's a shame blue-red isn't strong enough because Jorian is good. I'm saying it's a shame black-red wasn't quite there, but I'm quite happy with this. Well, let's submit and see what happens. Now I need to go and find Mumble. There it is.
Unmuted and undeafened.
Hello, Red.
Hello.
I'm done with my deck build.
I am as well. It's a hodgepodge, but I think it works.
Yeah, I'm mostly I ended up in black-green because I had a Baloth Null Drifter, so I'm happy with that.
Oh, Baloth. Damn.
Yeah. I had a surprising amount of 6 and 7 drops. Like, most of my pool is 6 and 7 drops, so we'll see what happens.
I hope you have the acceleration for it.
Ish.
Fair. No, I went with green-blue at the end with a colorless splash.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
This-
actually a black splash, because I have enough colorless.
Yeah, colourless does end up almost being a splash or a third colour just because of the...
You need some colorless sources, but I have like a bunch of Scion Creation, a Hedron Crawler, and Unknown Shores. And there's like 2 cards that require it, and the others list like it's good if you have it. It's still playable if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a few of those. I ended up with 2 Kozilek's Pathfinders, which are pretty nice.
Minor processor theme here in as well, so should be fine. It's not what I would have liked to build, but I think it's the best I could have built in this, given the time.
Yeah. My biggest problem was I have very little removal in any of the colours.
Same here.
It's, again, the reason for going green is just slam those big creatures down and hope that they stick.
I splashed red for black for the Oblivion Strike.
Ooh, nice, yes. I would have liked an Oblivion Strike. I'm having to play Bone Splinters.
Ugh. Well, I would have actually liked Bone Splinters in this deck, because I have enough tokens.
Yeah, I figure I've got enough token creations, so... Ah, I'm being assaulted by Tesla.
Right, well, I've got a deck.
Is it a deck or is it a pile of cards?
It's got a curve.
Mine is as well. It's a bit chubby in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a lot of 4-drops.
I thought about some sort of red-black thing, but that was more of a brick. So I've put together a black-white thing. I realised that whilst I've got this Kozilek's Return, I don't actually have any 7-cost Eldrazi to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, in its ordinary form it's pretty good, and just having it as a threat in your graveyard is enough to make some players
Everyone
be
else
quite
is doing?
cautious.
Alright, my deck has been submitted, lads.
Yep.
Mine has as
Same
well.
here.
Alright. Best of luck to everybody.
I've
I
made
mean,
a deck.
I mean your colors, hats.
Yeah, I mean, things happened. It's not the most amazing deck. I got some things in here.
Same here. I'm
Alright.
I'm green blue glass.
I've gone
And a
for
splash
the
of black.
I've
Yeah.
gone for the Felidar Sovereign.
Oh, you're
Excellent.
doing it. You
Did,
madman.
did you get some of the life gain allies?
No.
I've gone like.
I mean, it's still a 4/6
Beats
vigilance
by Dre.
lifelink.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
me.
It's still an excellent body.
Yeah. The thing as well is I have seen and
I mean, I had. So yeah, I didn't have great other stuff.
yeah. I had really good 6 and 7 drops, so my curve is like 2, 3, then almost nothing, and then some 6 and 7
Oh,
drops.
that was kind of like how my red black went. It went up. It was a brick up
Yeah.
to 4, nothing, and then 7.
Oh well. I mean, I could have gone into white, but I didn't think it was that amazing. I mean, I've done that before where I'm like, this looks okay. Oh, this white doesn't look great. And then later on, I'm like, wait, no, I should have done that.
Yeah.
I'm
So
probably
it
gonna
remains to
find
be
that.
seen.
Maybe I should have gone white as well.
All right, good luck,
Right.
everyone. Have fun.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Have fun. I'll catch you on the flip
Against
side.
Muted.
Alright, Calanthas, we've won the die roll. What have we got? We've got 2 swamps, which is a little unfortunate, but we do have an evolving wilds, so we could go and fetch green if necessary, and we can play slaughter drone on turn 2, so I think we'll keep. We will send our opponent a good luck high 5. Deck name. Okay, we'll play black. And then we will skip through our turn. Deck name, I like Nulamog and the Null Drifter, because they're basically the bombs. Okay. Opponent also playing black. Interesting. Right. We may have to Evolving Wilds at the end of turn here. Black-white. Oh dear, they're going to go long. What I didn't get to say for hats is I have seen people playing the black-white life gain deck to easily get up to 40 life. Yay! Got there. Right. So we get a free hit in here. And then we can drop Scion Summoner. Which means we do now have colourless up for Slaughter Drone if necessary. Endless one, nice. Right, so we do have Marasa, which is nice. Not worth playing yet because we obviously don't have anything in the graveyard. We do want to drop the Evolving down. I think he will let us poke him with Slaughter Drone. I need to say they. They will. Can't assume. So we're a little off curve because we can't drop the Mantis down, but we are slightly ahead on damage at the moment. If they come in for an attack, we swing back for 5 at the moment. Allied Reinforcements is a very good card here. Not willing to risk his Endless one. Oh, balls. I didn't crack the Evolving Wilds end of turn. We have pulled Geyserfield Stalker. Yeah, things are getting a little awkward now. I can't attack this turn. I need to remember to sack the Evolving Wilds in the end step. Not just skip through it like an idiot. Crumbling Vestige, very nice. Landing something big here. Expedition Rat. Oh god, that's brutal. Three White Knight allies. Okay. We'll pick up all this. Lifespring Druid is kind of what we need to get some of the bigger stuff online, but right now we need a 2/4 with reach. And hopefully we either draw a land or we can drop Lifespring Druid. Or we just drop one of our 5-drops. Kozilek's Translator, sacking the Scion would work. Another 4-drop from the opponent. They've got the chain mage. They've also got a ton of allies, so this could be their strategy. Just start tapping that end of turn. You've obviously got a combat trick. I don't know what you've got for one colourless, but let's see it. Either that or you didn't realise this guy had reach. Yep, didn't realise this guy had reach. That 2/4 body is very good. Knowing there's a lot of good flyers in this format is why I put him in. Yay! Right. I think we drop Kozilek's Translator here. We can just activate that whenever we need. So that keeps the board presence working. We still haven't got a decent attack yet, but worst comes to worst, we can always Pulse of Marasa to get Evolving Wilds back. It's a little slow, but it works. Yeah, you see, you should do that in my end step. But I guess he's realised he's not got any good attacks. But if you wait until my end step, you still have your blockers up. Kozilek's chant. See him here with his oracle text of add glass. I don't have anything to do on his end step. Forests is perfect. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana now. Which could actually mean, yeah, that's not bad. We can drop Birthing Hulk. So I think what we do here is go to combat. Poke with the Slaughter Drone. Because again, we threaten Death Touch on anything he blocks with. Oh! Do I have to float it first? What? That doesn't tap you. That's wrong. Fine. And one. Oh, and it then untapped. That's weird. Something very odd going on with Kozilek's translator. But yeah, assuming we draw him, we now have Ulamog mana. Yeah, Birthing Hulk is great, but it does put 7 power on the battlefield, and it can be regenerated, which is great. So we just start smashing him with that. And that, because we've got enough colourless to do that now. Okay, got something big coming down from the opponent. As long as it's not Felidar Sovereign, we should be okay. Breaker of Armies, oh god. Okay. That could be painful for us, so we're probably going to have to do an attack here. Okay. I haven't got enough stuff that I can keep alive, but I have got Slaughter Drone. So as long as I can hold back a colourless mana to trigger Slaughter Drone's ability, and then have it block Breaker of Armies, that is absolutely fine. So, we will poke with everything else and let you sort it out. Probably block one of the big fatties with a breaker here. But then you could be expecting a combat trick, because I've held all my mana back. If that's the only block you make, I am very happy with that. That's fine. I would have preferred the other way round, but that's okay. Actually, we don't want to cast those because they'll be forced to block the breaker. So he gets a free attack here. But then next turn we can Pulse of Marasa, which will be pretty useful. But yeah, these games seem to go quite long. Oh god, another fatty. Where's Ulamog when you need him? Dread Defiler! I think at this point I would probably Pulse of Marasa for the translator back. Yeah, you need to go to your combat step first. Yeah. You know I was holding that for breaker, so... Takes us to 6. This is a little awkward, right. Earthen Arms is good, though. What do we put Earthen Arms on? Probably that. Can we awaken Earthen Arms? That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we can. We can't Pulse of Marasa, though. Choose target permanent. Choose target land you control. Pay 6. Earn a green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sacrifice. That still presents some giant blockers, but he only has 2 blockers. We need to get 9 damage in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the most we can do outside of that. Which means we have to hold the Death Toucher back. Fact. We still have to attack though, unfortunately, because otherwise he's just coming in with Breaker. force me to write that, aren't you? Does 6. Problem is, he can do more than 6 here. I should have put Submerged. I needed that extra life to stay alive here. I've only got one blocker. He's got so many creatures, he just needs to do an all-out assault. Hey Nav, sorry, I was kind of lost in my thought process and didn't see that message. Yeah. Oh, I played poorly. You didn't even need to do that, just attack with everybody. Man, that lack of removal is really hurting. Yeah. No targets for that. That's not worth it. Altar's Reap, maybe. Drawing 2 could be useful. That probably would have helped us, the Swarm Surge, but I think we just run it back and see what happens. I would like to play first. No, I'm going to keep that. Because I can get Slaughter Drone out on turn 2. And we well. And we have Ulamog in hand. I didn't even notice Ulamog there. This is effectively a mulligan to 6 then, because he's going to be a long way off, but... So yeah, so we craft it. It enters tapped, but we get to pick the colour of mana that we add to our mana pool, and so we can play Slaughter Drone. And then next turn we get to play Scion Summoner, which gives us a colourless source to threaten Death Touch. Which is a nice curve out. No turn 2 drop again, so that's quite useful for us. Kind of weird having to be the early aggro in a game like this, but... Ooh, Drana's empty. That could be problematic. Unfortunately, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 7. We've also just drawn World Breaker, but no chance of drawing that just yet. I think we Earthen Arms on the Death Toucher. Because now it can really start slamming in. Drana's Emissary represents a 3-point life drain every turn. We're going to need to always heal to that, because that's going to happen every turn. Because it's flying as well. I need the Mantis, really. So we need 7 mana. Ugh. We're on 5. Just need another ramp spell. Allied Reinforcements again. Awesome. Ooh, we could use that to get us to 6. If we draw a land this turn, that might be the solution. Come in with a flyer. Evolving Wilds. We'll threaten you with Death Touch again. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's an instance, so we can do that end of his turn as well. Oh dear. What 4-drop have you got for us? Courier Griffin, that's fine. I can live with Courier Griffin. You are wrecking me in the skies, but that's fine. So this guy, for some reason, has reach. End step. Sack Evolving Wilds. Go looking for a swamp. Get a Scion. Ah. Let's take our opponent off black. No attacks this turn. We do shut down some of his aerial attacks though. Ah. Oh well. Maybe should have taken them off colourless. You made that mistake before. You've probably got a combat trick, but yeah. Oh god, you've got to destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Dazzling Reflection. Oh god, that's even worse. Just put on 24. Oh man. So at this point it's just a case of building out the board a bit. I think black-white life gain is genuinely at the moment one of the really difficult archetypes to play against. It really does. The life gain is not insignificant. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Too short. What we will do though is we'll activate this. And then we'll swing. I mean, we don't need to activate this turn, so we'll just swing in with this. Bring the life total back down a little bit. Could have done with one of those. Slowly bringing us back down to parity. This format is so grindy. Sacrifice a creature or lose 5 life. Less than ideal. Because all of these guys have to block. They're all dying. So he's doing 7, 8, 9, 10 at the moment. Ooh. Well, we'll keep those two alive. One, two, three, four, five, 7, 8. Yeah, we lost our scions, unfortunately. So we'll be able to drop it next turn, but we can't do it this turn. What would be really nice is if we pulled Baloth Nulldrifter at this point. That would definitely swing the game in our favour, I think. Okay, you've got a combat trick up your sleeve. You might not choose to save this one though. Unnatural endurance, that's fine. That's not a trade, Pulse of Marasa would be rather nice here as well. Could do with that life gain at this point. This is great, but we need the reach. I mean, we're still very dead, but... struggling with everything. I can't block enough. Reality Smasher. Awesome. You're just showing off at this point. Come on, Flunge. Right, I am just going to go grab a drink, and then I will rejoin everybody else in the mumble. That's the right overlay.
Unmuted and undeafened.
80 oh, we have street signs. 11th. 80 shadow.
I feel like it's northern.
11th.
Ah.
80
Let's say
shadow.
it's somewhere in Doncaster.
Hey, Keab.
I like the fact that I'm getting two simultaneous geoguesses going on there.
Yep.
Hey, Keab.
Hey, alright, I got absolutely wrecked.
I absolutely wrecked.
Mine was not good, but I won at one of the games at least.
Yeah, turns out Black-White life gain ramping into Breaker of Armies is very hard to deal with when you've got no removal.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wait, whoa. Let's go back there. What the hell is this? Sorry, I was looking for a specific crossing and I find a TV screen, the picture of two muscular fish with arms who seem to be ready to fight each other. Dockside TV? What?
Dockside or dark side?
No, dock.
That's very weird.
At the docks. I think they're gonna fight at the docks.
What
Kind of
is
interesting,
it?
we're
A fight
less
with
than-
4 pier.
We're less than 10 minutes left on the round now, and Hats is still only in game 2.
Hats is a grindy deck.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Hats
gonna
usually
grab
makes
somewhere
grindy
in
decks,
America.
but yeah.
Yeah, his decks are grindy.
I've found, though, this format really does lend itself to grindy games, particularly if you've got two cohort decks going up against each other.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's just, you end up in board stall, and it's just end of your turn, cohort, end of your turn, cohort. And the black-white cohort deck, if you've got that little life gain, just gaining 1 or 2 life a turn.
That's
Yeah, something
I've seen games where people have got up to 40 life easily.
It's funny. I at my pre-release, I went to the physical pre-release. I went to Two-Headed Giant, and at some point, one of our opponent's players had 2 of those vampires that gain you 1 life when you tap them.
Oh, they're fantastic with cohort.
Yeah, he had the priest that gains you 2 life with cohort,
Yep.
and the Munda. I can't remember what
Oh,
the one that gives
Moon-
+1/+1 counters.
Yeah, that card is an absolute bomb.
So every turn it was like we gain 4 life, everything on my side gets +1/+1 counters, and we just tried to remove those bloody things, and it just kept saving it. And it's like,
Yeah, Yeah, the best I've seen is you combine those vampires with the one that lets you draw a card if you pay a life,
Oh yeah.
because then you end
Oh.
up life neutral. Or you do it with the one that drains your opponent for 2.
Yeah, but you end up card up, so that's...
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like, okay, I can use these 2 to block, and at the end of the turn I just draw an extra free card.
yeah, that was the only thing that was bugging me a little bit, that I couldn't quite capitalise on, was my opponent was cohorting before attacks, instead of waiting until the end of my turn. So they were kind of leaving themselves 2 blockers down.
Oh, wow.
But then when you've got Breaker of Armies as a blocker and an attacker,
Yeah. Then it doesn't really matter.
yeah,
And then it might be better just to make sure you don't forget it.
yeah,
Because I've done, especially people would say with Evolving Wilds, you need to wait, and I'm like, unless I have a very good reason, because I need the situation might depend on what line I look up. I'll
I mean,
usually
if
just
you-
do it right now.
yeah.
before I forget.
I did that game 1. I played it and then forgot to crack it on the opponent's end step.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm always like, I'll do it as quickly as possible, if I don't need a specific one.
I misread shoulder to shoulder. I misread support
Yeah,
mechanic because it says support 2, so I thought it was like put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 2 target creatures, like spread them
yeah.
out.
No, it's
So I thought
it's
it was
put,
like I could pick
put one
one.
counter on each of up to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's caught out so many people.
I was like,
I-
all right, okay.
I have like 1 support card in my pool, and I create a bunch of tokens, so it's useful, but otherwise, meh.
I've got the Serene Steward, who whenever you gain life, get a +1/+1 counter by paying 1 white. But
Yeah, I love that card.
I haven't
Yeah,
got a
really good.
great deal of life gain.
Yeah, but the advantage is it's just a bearer, and if you get life gain, it's like, okay,
Yeah,
cool, nice.
that's
Otherwise,
the thing. I'd still be running it because
Oh, God, yeah, I am.
the incidental life gain is just like, oh yeah, sweet upside.
also
Well,
an
I've got
ally.
Angel of Renewal and Felidar Sovereign, so
Yeah,
Enough reason to play it. Yeah, right.
I've got Expedition Raptor as well. That seemed alright. 2/2 flyer with support 2.
For a
yeah.
brief second
I
there, I
got
thought you said I have an expedition.
No.
I nearly got destroyed by that, and then my opponent forgot that Giant Mantis has reach and attacked into me.
No. My opponent at some point played one and was like, oh, that means my Mist Intruder can't attack anymore, and you're attacking me. That's fine. I'll just attack with my 5/6 King Brute.
I think I've got plenty of removal, because I've got Grasp of Darkness, Flying Tendrils,
Yeah,
Parsnare, Oblivion Strike. I've got 3 Oblivion Strikes in my pool.
I hope you are running all 3.
I'm running one of them because I'm also using like the Grasp of Darkness. Got Smite the Monstrous.
Is Oblivion Strike the one with 3 and a black exile target creature?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just
That's-
completely unconditional, just exile
Yeah.
target creature.
It's sorcery speed though, so that's why I'm only running one
Meh.
of them at the minute. So
Definitely in limited, run as many as you can pick. In a
Yeah.
draft, run as many as you can get. It's a really good card in draft.
Especially because unless the creature has haste, you have the time to just be like, no, go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might
And-
start boarding a few more of them in.
I need to check. I just realized if I have another support card in my pool, if I might want to play that. Might have that one that Nissa something that gives instant speed support. That might be worth it with the amount of tokens I have. To get a bunch of incidental 2/2s. We'll see. Man, Hatsa stuff is really going to time.
Yeah.
At this speed, I mean, the best he can do is draw. No, he can't draw.
You can't draw in
Magic
this, no.
Online.
He's-
No.
We'll run out of time.
Yeah, somebody's gonna lose.
But this 2 cannon bethink. Well,
Yeah.
that are also going to time.
As I from pre-release and then from doing a couple of drafts in this format, it's not unusual for games to go to time. I know Hats is particularly, he gets a bit frustrated with it because particularly when he's streaming, he tends to chat a little bit and wait for chat to respond to decisions, and that does cost you a lot of time.
I have the advantage of having basically no one in chat. Navarin said hi at some point, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So I'm running the
Yeah.
show over here. Like, chat, screw it, I'm playing this.
Yeah, I'm basically just monologuing my rambles. I
had
actually
looked
find
up
it
Same
quite
here.
good to be able to just sit and talk through your decisions as well. Because obviously you can't do that when you're playing a real life game because your opponent's just like, oh, you're thinking of that. Oh, no, Hats
never
is,
plot on Dracula's turn.
Hats is done.
Hats is done. 2-1.
Done
He
or
lost,
done for?
He lost and then...
That was silly.
What happened?
Okay, so I just
Why do you
finished game.
grind?
I was so grindy. I just finished game 2. I lost game 1. I dragged out game 2, but I won game 2 with 1 second left on the clock.
I was going to say, because it went to 2-1 and it's like, hang on, you finished 2 whole games.
Yeah, no, I had 1 second left on the clock and
Somebody's
managed to win
telephoning me.
So I went into game 3 and immediately lost.
Ugh.
But I was so close. I was like, come on, F2, F6, F6. From hell's heart I stab at thee.
Give me at least this. Give me that. At least this little bit of
You
satisfaction.
need to stop making grindy decks.
It keeps happening.
You're playing aggro next time, Hats.
You
whether
can't help
like
it in
or
this
not.
format. And,
Red
unless
Green
you're
is
playing
aggro.
red-black aggro, you are pretty much grinding.
Yeah. So, by the way, if anyone's just coming in, I'm hanging out with some mates of mine who we're pre-releasing together. We've got Keab. Say hi, Keab.
Hello.
We got Rebellious Uno
Hello.
and Red Nightmare.
I'll do whatever the hell I want.
How are you guys doing?
Well, I'm a game down.
I'm down as well.
I'm a game up. Guess what? From Beyond is still good.
Hey.
I should crack a pack. I've got 3
Oh, you
packs
have?
of BFZ,
Oh, have you now?
3 packs of Origins,
Ooh.
2 packs of Dragons, and 2 packs of Unhinged. What should I crack?
Unhinged, obviously.
Why are you asking?
Yeah, is this the question?
Yeah.
I've been saving the Unhinged. These are still the Unhinged from GP London. So
Oh,
nice.
right. Yeah, those aren't they worth monies?
yeah,
Unhinged packs. Yeah.
that's kind of why I haven't been cracking them.
Yeah, I would probably not
in
crack
th-
that.
in
then.
that case, don't crack.
No, crack anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if they're worth money and you don't specifically want cards from them, I'd say like
Yeah.
you can probably
Just
get
hanging
better
on to
stuff.
them because they'll be
So
worth
the
something in a while.
comedy thing I had in mine is, you see, I was playing against Captain Sheep.
Oh yeah.
So the first I say, good luck, have fun.
Yeah.
And then he says, you two. And he goes, hang on a minute. Are you the same rebellious widow from the lure chat?
Nice. I've had that happen to me as well. Where it's like, are you Comrade from the Lurch? I'm like, yeah, I am. It's like, oh, hey, what's up? I mean, everyone knows. People know you from like Minecraft. Yeah.
I was gonna say, wait, aren't you the man that tells James what to do?
I
Yeah.
am.
Agrarian skies.
I'm the guy that tells James
And
what
just
to do.
Minecraft streams forever.
Yeah. So you cracking your pack now, Keab?
Yeah, I'm cracking a pack of Dragons of Tarkir because that was on top of the pile.
Ooh.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say it was on top of the pops. I was going to...
How did that work? That doesn't make sense.
I
Doesn't
don't
it?
know, Zergo and the Bell Ringers.
That does sound like a band. That sounds more like a folk band, though.
Eh.
Folk of the Pops.
My rare was
Couple-
Berserker's Onslaught, which,
Bleh.
yeah.
You know,
No.
it happens.
Any interesting dragons there?
Actually, yeah. Let me find my deck.
I don't.
Where is it? Collection? No, it's not M14. There we go.
Yeah, a couple of reasonable value cards. Rending Volley and Self-Inflicted Wound, which,
Not bad.
Ah,
Got
weirdly,
there.
Ataka Red has started splashing for Self-Inflicted Wound.
Oh.
I need to look up what that card is because I haven't.
So, yeah, Ataka Red now heading towards the Jund.
Inflicting wound.
Yeah.
It's 1 on a
Magic.
black. Target
can always-
opponent
we can
sacrifices a
always hear
green
you
or white
typing,
creature.
by the
So
way, Red.
basically, it's Siege Rhino,
Oh,
Siege Rhino
right.
removal.
Oh yeah. Anti-siege
Oh,
Rhino tech.
good
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have a look at my deck while
Yeah,
this is going
Standard
on.
always asks you the question: can you get rid of Siege Rhino? No.
How?
Well, stuff like-
I know a great way to get rid of Siege Rhino.
What?
Wait until it rotates out.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pick it up off the table and
Just set
shred
fire
it.
to it.
Is there another deck in my pool? Maybe. The only thing we didn't really look at was white. Everything else was kind of.
White might have been a deck, a direction for me, but I don't think it was worth it.
Yeah.
Let's actually, for fun, look at my collection. What else
Actually,
I have?
bring that in.
It's a
Yeah.
shame you can't do what you can do with normal pre-release and move all your deck around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that is part of the rules of a paper pre-release. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to keep the same deck. Like when you
No.
do a draft,
Because
like you can change it up.
I guess-
what I like to do sometimes is make 2 decks and then like just play a different deck between rounds.
I've not done that at a paper pre-release before, but I've seen people who do.
Yeah. And you just lift out and lift in. Or it's funny to do it in sideboarding because they'll
Yeah.
sideboard against blue-white flares and you go into red-black sack.
I mean,
Yeah, I particularly like it when you've got both of them sleeved up because you've just had enough cards to
Actually.
do that. They don't share a colour, and you literally you just put one pile to one side and just grab the next pile.
And they're like,
right,
oh
let's go.
crap, I'm out. Like, red had some good creatures and a bit of removal, but I don't think. I think what I
yeah, you
think
might
right
be
now is better.
you might be right too in Freebird. Maybe white would be another possibility. That's the thing is I do like you said, like, if we could change stuff up between rounds and actually just build new deck, then I
Yeah.
would probably try that. But
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I would,
if
I
we
would
had
switch-
5 minutes now just for a bit of more deck construction.
I would switch to probably trying the red-black
yeah,
brick or maybe try red-white.
yeah, it's not the worst deck. I mean, the deck. It's just the game went really long.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
mean,
will in this
Grindy.
format, I'm
I
afraid.
lost 2-1, so it's not the worst.
no.
If,
Right,
if,
anyway,
if
we've
you
got
get bored
40
stall and
seconds
co
on that.
Oh,
you're
are we
screwed.
about to
Yeah,
head back
we're
in?
almost back
All
in.
right, okay.
We've also had a dropper, so
Oh, someone's
maybe one
dropped.
of us ends up with a buy. Hopefully
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Oh,
not. Whoa.
oh, Gesundheit.
That was on 4 streams. At the same time.
Wow, that's a powerful sneeze. It sneezed across 4 streams.
4 streams and 2 time zones.
Yeah, nice.
And
All right.
various
They can hear me in
latitudes.
London.
All right.
Hello, London.
Achoo! All right, here we go.
Goodbye, London.
All
Nil
right.
point.
Too soon. Good luck, everybody.
And I've got the buy.
All right.
Well,
Right,
good
well
luck.
done, Red.
Good luck,
well
everyone.
done, Red. Rebellious
See you
hero.
later.
I will see you
in a bit.
later.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on Mumble.
Right, so we are back into this. 2 lands, some stuff we can do with those 2 lands. Yeah, I think we'll keep that. And while opponent's deciding, we will send good. Oh, they've gone down to 5. Good luck. High 5. Right, we will lead with the black. Get it out there. With the swamp even. I'm kind of hoping that reds ends up against Red Nightmare. That's why I got confused and said red instead of Uno, because it's just words. Another opponent playing white, which is interesting. Alright, excellent. We are on for a Scion Summoner then. Or an Elemental Upright. Ah, Tesla, don't eat my mouse. I kind of need that to play. I currently have on the desk between me and my keyboard a bitey ball of... Ow! Ooh, Hedron Crawler! Yeah, I think Tesla needs his claws trimmed again. He doesn't use scratching posts properly, so I have to trim his claws for him. Right, so we'll pre-combat Scion Summoner. We don't have to, but it's kind of useful. Ooh, next turn we can slam Tajiri Pathwarden down. Now, with this is the land is only until end of turn. It's not quite full on awaken. mean, this is pretty much a free jab. I can't see the opponent trying to block us here. You only play Hedron Crawler if you are looking to ramp. Or that's one of your sources of colours. Red, white. Oh dear. Oh, purple's eye. That's okay. That probably means that they might be looking at some of the artifact themes. Going to get a mountain. Okay. I mean, at the moment you've got a 1-1 and an 0-1, so I'm not too worried. Swing in with these guys. And we'll play our 4/4 Vigilance Trampler. Because he's nuts. There's not much in the format that destroys him. Also, being vigilant, he's also an ally. So if you are in the cohort deck, he gets to attack and then be used for cohorting. Ugh. Big coming down. A Coon Flameseeker, okay, that's fine. You're holding 2 mana for something, so probably a combat trick. This changes his combat maths a little bit. Their combat maths. Forcing this to be blocked is quite fun. Oh, those arrows the wrong way around. If they do have a combat trick, we can then Pulse of Marasa that back. Yeah, Reality Hemorrhage is fine. We still trample 3 over from that. Okay, the old traditional red-white cards from BFZ. Sadly, we're one short of Kozilek's Pathfinder. I think right now this is the better card to drop because it can deal with the Gladiator. And we don't really need the 6 life from Pulse of Marasa. So no attacks this turn because we're still lacking our colourless source for Slaughtered. Yeah. I may actually take out McKinley Slide Runner here. Yeah, McKinley Slide Runner I think is our candidate for being murderized. If they do attack. No. Drop the Pathfinder. Still colourless, but that's still a 5/5, so I don't care. Basically gives them terrible blocks. If we can get one more creature down, then we're good for just going wide and swinging with everything and let them handle it. At the moment, most of our creatures are going to kill most of theirs. They might get the Ghostly Sentinel. Ooh, interesting. That could change things if they've got some instants or sorceries that target her. It could be very painful, in fact. If they've got a pump spell, that could be very painful. We need to really try and murderize Zada. What would be really nice here would be Bone Splinters. Well, we'll drop Pilgrim's Eye, because it's a flying blocker. We'll get the Wastes, which we'll play. And then we'll get to Jury Path Warden back end of their turn. I still don't think we have an attack here. Screw it, let's try with the Pathfinder and see what they do. Worst, it'll be a double block. Keeping the Death Toucher back is very useful now that we've got a way to turn on the Death Touch. that's your attack, I will take it, sir. And or madam. I mean, I could have blocked that, but I think you've got a combat trick, so... So we'll smash in with the Pathfinder again. Good thing that thing doesn't have haste, really, or it would be really broken. So you've got something that you think you can do 23 damage this turn. Well, you're going to be very, very dead next turn. Because that trample does the remaining 2 over any of your creatures. Emeria Shepherd, of course. Not only do you get the life gain, you get the angel out of it as well. Oh no, it's Emeria Shepherd, it's not Linvala, I'm thinking of Linvala. Now, do I want to make anything unable to block Pathfinder? Not really. Yeah, you figure it out. So Emeria Shepherd's got to go on the Path Warden. Yeah. I was pretty happy with that. We actually worked out alright this time round. Back. So look, this Red Nightmare is against Ankle Watt. Hats is against Toucan. These two have already played 2 games, which is quite surprising. I also have Calanthus and Bad Bart. Red and Hats are still in game 1. At 17 minutes in. I suppose that's about right. It works out about 20 minutes each game. Sadly, that's got to be a mulligan. I mean, that's an otherwise fantastic set of stuff to be drawing, but that works. Reds has gone down to 5. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. You can stay on the top. And they had to bottom their card as well. That's... oh boy, that's awkward. Oh, no land. That's even worse. So they kept a one-lander, bottomed their top card hoping for another land, and didn't get there. Yeah, they got there this time. And they got Hedron Crawler, which, yeah, I can see why they kept that. I'm finding Slaughter Drone to be one of those commons that, in the right decks, it does an amazing amount of work. So we're already at 4 mana. Next turn we can drop mana 5 and 6, which then puts us up into Birthing Hulk and Earth and Arms territory, which is quite nice. It's actually the first time that the ramping is working. Looks like they've missed a land drop again. So they've got nothing they can cast. They've obviously got white in hand. I feel so sorry for this guy. That is miserable. Yeah, that works. Probably should have done it to this guy or this guy, but, you know. Oh, you're reality hemorrhaging. Yeah, I would have outnumbered that and reality hemorrhaged this. finally got their planes online. More of Kozilek. Here it comes. That's actually a problem. I can see why you got rid of the Death Toucher now. However, I can do 40 you, 5, 6, 7 next turn potentially. Actually, we just Earth and Arms onto that. Oh, hey, Lamog, nice of you to show up for the party. Yeah, right, so we, cancel that. That was wrong. Cast that permanent, please. So that's doing 6, and any one other creature is lethal. You can't block, it's menace. Okay, right. I will go and get some more drink, and then I will rejoin the others in Mumble. See you in a minute. And I'm back. Right. I need to update this. There we go. Right, Mumble.
Unmuted and undeafened.
Hey, Uno.
2 seconds. Yes. Hey, Keab.
Well, I'm now equal to you on score.
Hey. I am playing some Mech Warrior at the minute to pass
cool.
the time.
I am on the receiving end of all of Tesla's love and drool. So, yeah. Figured I'd share that with you.
If I'm speaking and it doesn't sound like I'm speaking to you, that's why. I've got both chats on.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
cool.
good to go, Ray.
Right. Yeah. Hats and Red both still in game 1.
Yeah. Can't win them all.
No. I think I'm going to crack another pack.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, go for it. Also, I'm trying to do responses that work for both voice things that I'm in.
Yeah, good luck with that.
We've got a big thing going on in Mumble. There's 4 of us doing a Magic pre-release. But I got the buy for this round, so I don't get to play.
Ooh. Crack me with a pack of dragons. I've got a Dragon Whisperer and a foil Corpse Weft. Quite fun.
Oh, I've got the round up, so there's still half an hour in the round.
Yeah, and it will almost certainly go to time again.
Yeah. I presume it will.
Which I think means it's GeoGuessr time for me.
Everyone loves GeoGuessr.
Yep. Ah, Tesla, don't sit on the keyboard.
Well, we're North America this time. Oh, someone didn't like you being in Bravo Squad.
Should I do GeoGuessr UK or World? I'm thinking UK, because it's more fun. World, it's always Brazil. There we go.
You're right in front of me. It's not that much of an issue. Yeah, it's irritating. We are Assault. The map skirmish, aren't we? So
Should be some road signs here. Ah, 11 miles from Ripon. That narrows it down to Yorkshire straight away.
we're just bimbling around in this valley.
Of course, assuming I remember exactly where in Yorkshire Ripon is. Why are you so big, Yorkshire?
Yeah, I think it was a case of let's follow the team, but the team that's there didn't know what to do. Yeah. I could do with some targets. Yeah, Parallel 15s.
Well, I forgot that was a real place that existed in Yorkshire. Are you familiar with the town of Wetwang, Bruno?
I have heard of the town of Wetwang, yes. I don't believe I've driven through Wetwang.
I'm sure it's a memorable experience for those who do.
Oh, hello.
Ah, it's that side of the A1.
We've got an adder coming around the back. Trying. Yeah, might as well. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, up on top of the ridge. Arctic cheater on top of the ridge.
So we're somewhere between Masham and Snape, I would imagine. Actually, I think we're a little bit closer up here.
Ah, I lost lock on the hunchback. Oh, killed the hunchback. Oh no, he killed himself.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Oh. I need to pull out of that. Taking a lot of direct fire.
Right, well this one could be about 90% of the UK.
Oh, hello, Direwolf. Is that Juliet down?
Hats is now down a game, Red is still in game 1. Could be that Red actually outgrinds Hats in this one. Okay, that rules out Wales because there's no Welsh on the road sign.
Ah, down I go. We got anything left? Why are you wasting your time on the leg? Oh, this locust.
Ah, we are.
Yeah.
Of Galloway in Scotland.
I was putting as much missile into that as soon as you said.
No, we were a lot further down than I thought.
Yeah. The reason assaults put out a big punch. There's a reason they're 100 tons. They're meant to take a beating, but be scary as all hell. Oh, I'm watching this locust. Oh, we won. Somehow. Right, there's 20 minutes left on this round, so I think I'm going to drop.
Red has finally finished round 1. He's also down again, so we could all finish this one 1-on-1.
Right, I'm going to drop from MechWarrior, and I'll drop from TeamSpeak. So, thank you for a couple of rounds, and I'll catch you later. Hey, Keab.
Hey.
Alright, I'm just going to take a brief break. And I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to set back up my... There we go, that's what the round looks like at the minute. Right, back in a minute.
We're going to be about there then. Ah, we were the other side of the river. Where are we now? fairly modern housing estate. Outside of school. Yeah, of course that's a dead end.
I am dear feed. Oh, hey again, chat. Hey again, Keab.
Hello.
Right, I suppose I ought to update my record.
Yeah. Take every win you can get.
Yeah. You know, it's 1-1. It's Captain Sheep has 2-0 so far, so you know I don't feel bad about that.
Yep. My opponent drew, so.
God, Twitch emails, so many of them.
Yeah, I got rather a lot of them last night with people subbing. Not subbing, following for the first time. I'm nowhere near good enough to get partnered and get subscribers.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing it for that, to be honest.
No, it's just fun.
I need to figure out what I want to do as my next long form game.
You're not hopping on the XCOM bandwagon?
No, it's bandwagony. I don't know if I care about XCOM that enough to spend that much money on it.
True.
I mean, it's how much is it for XCOM? Let's have a look.
If you want something similar to XCOM that's really good fun, I do recommend Invisible Ink.
£35. Yeah, I might get Invisible Ink. Oh, have I told you what noise my my controller makes when I turn it on?
No.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Red.
Did you hear that?
Yes,
Yeah, I
that's
heard
pretty
that.
awesome.
I've won.
Is your opponent about to time out then?
Yes, they have 5 seconds left.
Nice.
We're 1-1, and I just got mana screw round 2 because the only thing I played that entire game for the first 6 or 7 turns was Mist Intruder.
Ooh.
Also, Keab, by the way, this is when I turn it off.
More
like
than
that.
yeah, I'll keep this. This is playable.
Doesn't really matter with 5 seconds on the clock.
No. There we go. That puts me at 2-0.
Ah, you'll be playing Captain Sheep then.
Either that or
Cyborg
Coconut or Calanthus.
Calanthus was my round 1 opponent, so... Yeah. So...
And if Hats loses this, he probably gets the bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
I just played some MechWarrior for an hour.
What do you mean? Oh, right. Bye.
I'd really
Makes
like
sense.
Hats to do the same thing again, win round 2, and then maybe do the same as you, Red, and just have the opponent being the one down on time this time round.
Huh. I'm hoping that's the case.
But yeah, do you see what I mean about this being a grindy format?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay.
I
by the
don't
way,
know.
I'll be right back. Chat.
I've only played
I'm
3
going
games.
for a quick toilet break. I'm gonna leave the guys talking. Entertain my chat, guys.
Cool.
Anyone there to entertain? Oh, the Baron's there.
Yeah. Oh, I've got Exachix has joined my chat. Hey, Exachix.
I'm just flicking through the chats and it's...
Yeah. It's quite fun because I've got Chatty captured on the screen as a window capture. When I flick, I can just display other people's chats on my stream. Dazzler, please don't stand on the keyboard.
Oh, God. I could... Let's have a look at the library. What could I play? Let me bring my library.
Your routing is misplaced. Mistakes were made.
Aw.
Well, game 1, I accidentally brute strength the guy who was blocking, who I was who was blocking me rather than my own creature.
Oh,
That was a That was a total misclick, and I was like, "Oh no!"
You accidentally the whole Magic Online.
I did. I accidentally the match.
Oh no!
The whole match.
What
Well,
happened, Hats?
Well, because I did that, I was in a really good position in game 1. Then I did that, and he was able to stabilize, and I was like,
Oh.
God damn it! Because it was the ally that lets you tap other allies to gain 2 life.
Mm-hmm.
And if I hadn't misclicked and had put it on my creature, then that would have died. And I misclicked and brute strengthed that creature, and I was like,
Oops.
fuck. No.
That's a
Well,
bummer.
hopefully you don't end up with the bye.
Yeah, if I do, I'll. It'd be good to take a break, but yeah, we can figure something else out.
I went and played Mech Warrior for an hour.
All right. So I'm 0-2 right now. It was going. It was like I said, it was going well until I colossally fucked up.
Well,
To be fair, a bye gets you a pack.
Yeah, if I
Yep.
get a bye, I'll not be too
That's
upset,
true.
and I'll get to take a break, which is
I'm,
nice.
It's disappointing because I wanted to play.
Yeah,
yeah.
man. We'll
I'm,
see.
I'm glad I'm probably not getting
one,
a buy anymore.
One match win gets you 2 boosters.
Oh, does it now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got 2. Is
Let me
double
see.
booster?
Yeah.
Where am I at, actually?
2
I'm
match
at-
wins also gets you 2
Oh.
boosters.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
So I need to win one more for 3
Inflation.
boosters and
So if
4, 4, 5.
if you go
Okay, fine.
if you go 1 and 2,
Right.
there is no point playing
Right. Okay.
because if you go 2 and 2, it's the same as going 1
Ooh.
and 3.
Hey, look
Bye.
at that! I got the buy.
Hey.
well, good luck with that, Hats.
All right, so that's.
I am against Calanthus.
All right.
Good luck. They were my round 1
so I
opponent.
will
They are
catch people.
big stuff with.
Good
In a
luck,
bit.
everyone.
Good
All right,
luck, have fun.
Have fun, everybody. I will figure
Bye.
something out. Well, we got the buy. I got the buy.
Right. Mute myself. Round
Muted.
test.
All right.
See you
Mario,
later,
deafen
Hats.
yourself as well.
You go over there. Sorry, Tesla was sitting right in front of my screen there. Right. Another Black-White Allies deck. Anybody would think this is a good deck. Well, hopefully we, oh god, Bear of Silence. Oh, Ulamog was not the card we wanted to see there. We can at least dump Snapping Card, but we are desperately going to need... Oh! Oh, I know what I'm doing next turn. Because this thing gets really annoying. Or indeed that might even be better. Evening Wilds. That gets us up there. Yeah, sadly it's not going to be a value evolving wilds here. Perfect Sower. Okay. We'll pick up a forest, which we can play. I don't mind tradesies here. Kozilek's Chandler is fine. I think we shut down his air attack, which is... Right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. We could force him to discard whatever's left in his hand, but I'd rather do that with the Awakening cost. I think we do want Kozilek's Shrieker here. We can't attack. You don't need to do it, it's a trade. Oh, +2/+1. Okay. You're going to keep going on that. I mean, it forces you to tap and spend your mana, so I'm okay with that. Could have done with another land here, but this is okay. Unfortunately, that does block any attacks I've gnarled. Could have done with drawing a land to get around that, but... don't have good blocks here. See how he wants to spend his mana. I mean, sure, go ahead and tab that, that's absolutely fine. I mean, I'm taking 7 here. This is going to hurt. Ooh, that could be awkward. Okay. Do you have enough? No, unfortunately they're both to hand. But it is a 4-5, so it might help. I've probably lost this though. Because he can tap that to gain life and give that flying. Good stabilizing target. Puts us to 7 mana. And you awaken a land. Oh, that's problematic. Yeah, now you see the line. I would have swung with these two as well. Okay. We are just dead. There's no way out of that. Even if we bone splinters that, we can't drop another creature. Which still leaves us... oh no, 3-3. Can't double dip on these. Any removal here wrecks us. That's fine. I mean, we're dead next turn to just you activating that. screw it. Flunge! Basically, you just don't block with that. I mean, you don't block any of these, but yeah. As long as you keep your core back. So what I'm really hoping is that you commit the core as a blocker. Like that. Might as well. I'm dead anyway, because you just killed me on the crackback, but yeah. You could have just taken the full amount of damage, it wouldn't have killed you. -9, right, begin sideboarding. Okay, I still think this is the best form of this deck. It's what, 2/4 flash? Yes, great. Right. Get over. Let's see how this plays. Sweet. I'm keeping that. I think we just slam the Path Warden. Oh, hey there, Ulamog. It's going to be a little while before we get to you or the other guy. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So still can't World Breaker. Next turn though. Yeah, that's fine. If you're doing that, you're not cohorting, so that's absolutely fine. Boop! Have fun attacking through that. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a sweet card. You've stabilised pretty nicely. I balls that up. I tapped too many green. Oh, I could have brought him back. Never mind. Okay, come on, Keab, you need to do better than this. Okay, so we probably need to tap this down pre-combat, but we'll see what he does. Ugh. Did you get that thing online? We're at 9. Bring on Summoner. That's the 10 that we need. That's fine. Not a problem, because that thing had flying. Still not a problem. You're welcome to do it again. activated again, so that's fine. Should have put the incubator drone under the bus there. Hi. Five, six, seven, eight. So we'll probably bring World Breaker back end of turn. Although actually, if we make a land, that gives us a blocker still. So that's 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hope that bottom card is a good one. Oh. This is fine because we've just got to get to your next draw step. So unless you've got a pump spell, we are there. Yeah. Blue-green was the better build. It back, we are behind on clock. Red is Now down a game, he's at 2-1. Uno is also at 2-1. Hats obviously has the bye. Turns out resolving Ulamog pretty good at deciding the game. Apologise, this is going to be slightly noisy, but I'm going to eat a couple of peanut crackers. I think we can mulligan this one safely. I think that's a keep. I think we want to... I'd prefer a land ahead of that, but it does work. So as long as we play the blue first, because then we can get the green we need for Stalking Drone. Okay, let's see, casting Sky Scourer, that's fine. A little awkward, but we can deal with it. We need green. So we're Warping Whale in his end step for the Scion. We've now missed 2 land drops. Oh! He conceded.
Unmuted and undeafened.
At most, probably like another 12, 15 minutes or so.
15 minutes at most, I think.
Yeah, 15 minutes at most.
Expect 12 because all these things have almost been going to time.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, is that Keab I hear?
Yes,
We are...
Keep.
I managed to pull back game 2 by resolving Ulamog. So we
Nice.
were
Oh,
nice.
1-1.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
We went into game 3 and the opponent conceded on turn 5.
Nice.
That's
Threat of Ulamog active, I guess.
Apparently, yeah, that was really weird. I actually sided my black out and went into green-blue instead to give myself
nice.
a much faster, more aggressive deck. Turns out that's actually quite a good strategy against black-white life game cohort.
How many people
Oh,
are running
God,
Black White Life games?
I was gonna say I got my ass
Everybody.
kicked
It's a
12.
really good deck.
Yeah, it's a shame I didn't have that deck to put together.
Same
Oh,
here.
well.
Yeah, I mean, mine's black white aerial, which seems to be working okay.
I mean, I'm red green sort of aggro-y.
I'm green blue big things.
It works
Working
well when I
just
don't.
fine.
It works well when I don't fuck up, which happens with alarming frequency.
Yeah, that's kind of my problem. I made a couple of mistakes.
All right.
Mostly I keep
There we
forgetting
go,
to activate stuff in the opponent's end step.
Yeah.
I just, main phase, okay, end step, okay, oh, bugger, I was going to do something in end step.
Ooh, Come on. Oh,
Working on it. Ah.
So yeah,
Working on it.
I've been playing Rocket League in between rounds, Keab.
Nice. I'm just going to crack a pack of Origins now.
Ooh, let us know what you get.
Yeah. Come
I'm
on,
hoping
Jace.
for that sweet, sweet foil Jace.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
even better.
I'm just gonna do some free play then.
All right. We've got 1 minute left on this Rocket League match, so. Ah!
Well, that's
Erebus
provided
is
it's
tight.
not a.
That's not
Erebus
bad.
is Titan. Not bad. Not too shabby.
No, I'm happy with that.
For a moment there, I was there like, wait, Erebus is in Theros. Why? How is that in? Or right.
Right, because Origins had stuff from basically
Yeah.
every plane, or a
Which
lot
I
of
loved.
planes. Yeah. It had a lot of stuff that would have made sense in Theros and probably should have been in Theros.
Yes.
Like was it the Helm of Enchantment thingy?
Yeah.
The Helm of the Gods, I think it was called.
Yeah. It's like, oh great, we get to play with this and Theros for 3 months. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Hey, JB Red Phoenix, what's up? Playing some Rocket League because I got the buy.
Everyone loves getting a buy.
No,
Yep.
I hate getting a buy.
Drafted Black White. Not enough life gain to really get there. Yeah. Like, that's the thing, is if you can get the Black White life gain deck to really go off, then you're laughing, but.
Otherwise, you're
I mean,
crying.
even if it doesn't really go off, even if you only got like just a couple of the cohort guys that tap for one, you
Come on.
keep doing that every end step. It just stabilizes you.
Tip: press A to flip your car.
Yeah.
I'm just
Wow.
driving around on my roof.
Alright, let's go to main.
Yes.
So, are you okay? Do you want to join in, Keab, or?
I don't think my machine can handle having Rocket League and MTGO open at the same
Fair
time.
enough.
Yeah, that's probably wise not to then.
Alright. Okay. Alright,
There
Uno.
we go.
Hey, alright.
What the?
Ugh. What is that? Is that a piece of toast?
Yes.
Are you an anime schoolgirl driving that car?
That's Dave's bread. That's from I Am Bread.
Oh.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh, Dave's. I love I Am Bread, by the way.
Alright, let's.
Such a good game.
When you say I'm late to the Gatewatch pre-release, if you mean like the physical pre-release was it last week?
2
Or
weeks
two-
ago.
Yeah.
Last
2
week
weeks
was the
ago?
release.
Actually.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. But the online pre-release is always delayed, so this is. I mean, that's when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So we've probably got about another 10 minutes or so until the next
Yeah, we've got
magic
for a
round.
match.
Let's do this. And otherwise, we just suddenly drop. That's fine.
I really need to adjust this controller, so I've got using the dual stage triggers for acceleration and then into
Yeah.
boost.
That's a good idea, I think.
Oh, it's the slightly actually different map. This one.
Yeah, this one is curvy.
Yeah, sloped.
Real maps have curves. Hoo-yah!
Wait, real maps have curves?
Don't worry about it. It's a Joek.
I'm trying to.
I'm just going
trying
to be
parse
adding
the
one to my
Joak.
groan counter right now, even though
It's a
on my
Joak
channel.
and a commentary on.
Oh wait, no!
I got
Stop it.
this!
He fucked it up.
Nice.
Oh! Actually,
Ah.
I got confused. I was like, wait, that guy's not on our team. Oh, right.
I forget the grip. The grip.
Rip and sip.
Ribbon soup?
I've got grip buttons, and the grip buttons do weird things.
Wait, what controller are you using?
I'm using the Steam controller,
Ooh, fancy.
There's only one match going,
which
guys.
is why it's got dual stage triggers. So the trigger
Ah.
has movement and then a click,
I see.
but it's got 2 grip buttons on the back,
Oh. I have
Uh,
not used a Steam controller. I don't know.
and then 2
wonder why.
touchpads. I'm trying to find a control scheme for Elite that I like with it.
Ah, yeah. I imagine it'd be quite good for that because you've got all the reprogrammable stuff and
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 mode
having the
shifting as
two-stage
well.
buttons for Elite would be quite good. You could have
Ooh,
one as
yeah.
normal acceleration and then the second stage as Super Cruise.
yeah.
Whoa, I cannot work out what the hell's going on here. I am just all over the place. There we go.
Ah.
Missed.
Frame rate dropped.
Oh
Went
dear.
Down the toilet.
Ah, no. Yes.
Got it.
Save
Saved.
red.
Saved. Ruined.
We've only
Saved.
got one match left going now, and they're
Yeah, we
both in
saw.
the third game. So
Yeah.
Okay, so we might actually just have a bit less time than I thought. That's fine. Don't even worry about it.
The weird thing about this controller is the buttons are in a different place to how they would be
Oh
on the
boy.
Xbox
Oh,
360.
right, because you've got the 2 pads.
Yeah,
No.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Out of the way.
and
That was
the
close.
right pad is where the buttons would be.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa!
So it just takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah, like anything really.
Yeah, but I'm
Oh,
liking it
oh,
so
oh.
far. I played some Cities
Nice,
Skylines with
Uno.
it the other day.
Oh, how does it work for cities? How is
Oh,
it?
the right pad you can set the pads to act like a trackball.
Oh, okay.
So you
So you
just
can
set the
scroll
pads to act
around.
like a trackball, and then use the triggers as left and right click.
Neat.
It actually
Alright.
works surprisingly well. I was
Ah.
surprised by it.
In a position
Oh,
there.
sorry.
What's up? Go for it, hats.
I'm going. Yeah.
Get out of the way!
Get out the way.
Coming
Oh,
through!
Hats, I've gifted your chat with a groan counter.
Oh yes, because I does Ghost of Lakebot doesn't tell you when that's worked, does it?
No.
Okay, but I assume that worked.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. That seems like a counter we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, particularly for the rest of Aviary Attorney.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good call. Hocha!
Yeah. No, the groan counter I feel was a good invention for yesterday.
Yep.
And definitely overdue on this channel.
Definitely.
Get down. It's yeah.
Oh,
Nyang, 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 nyang. I got. Ah, bah.
Ah!
oh, I cocked that up.
Oh, it's going over. We're not really okay.
We're okay.
For a given value of K. All right, just snap it.
Ah.
Yeah, there we go.
Just tap it. Just tap it in.
It's like, gotcha.
Tapper.
I'm like, okay, I need to adjust, otherwise
Okay,
that guy
the-
knocks it out.
It did work. There you go. Valkyrie Lemons has tested the groan counter.
Nice.
Excellent.
Excellent. Go. I come. Hello, my name is Mr. Snrub. And I come from someplace far away. Yes, that'll do.
Down the lane.
Da, door.
Sorry, you got in the way of my handbrake
I thought we were
turn.
friends, Uno.
Ah!
I did too.
What has happened?
You changed, man. You have a pie on your head, cake on your head now.
Brain.
Like Iron Man and Captain America.
Yes, exactly like that. Oh, oh. Yes.
Nice.
Ah, there we go.
But now I've got a new friend with the name of a rabbit.
I like that.
What?
Huh?
Bucky.
Oh, of course.
Bucky O'Hare.
Wait, you're not the right Bucky.
You're Bugs Bucky.
You're like, what's up, Cap?
Yeah, what's up there? Me, me, me. Oh, oh. Hey, they went to space. No, going to space. You're not
Oh.
allowed.
What do they think this is? Kerbal Space Program?
That was so bad.
They needed 2 people to get that in.
Watch this. I'm like, okay, I've got this. I'll get in the way. No, I'm fine. I got it. No,
I thought you'd
It's like-
reverse. I thought you'd reverse that.
so did I. I thought I would do that as well, but I didn't.
Still 5-1.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, we're winning this.
I mean, we've got a minute left. Anything can happen.
With our incompetence, yes.
Whee! If you roll the Winter Soldier up, does he become a buckyball? Ah, nice. Nice one, extra chicks. No.
Frames. Frames everywhere.
Why can't I hold all these frames?
God damn it, I need
That's
to
when
clean
you
up all these
start
frames.
doing frame skipping to improve your DPS.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, this is a speed run of Rocket League. Ah!
Oh, I clipped on someone.
No!
Whoop. Hello.
Bread everywhere.
Whoop. Hi.
I thought that was a good jump over you there.
Oh, air kill. Aerial kill. I wish that was a thing.
Almost got that person. I was
Oh,
like, well,
oh,
if we're not scoring
Give
anyway.
it up, give it up.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay, guys, we're on the 2-minute
All right,
countdown.
we're on the,
On
yeah,
the round.
perfect
Perfect.
timing. Perfect
Excellent.
timing. All right, back to main menu. All right, let's quit the game.
Oh, hang on. Have you heard this when it turns off, Hats?
When what turns off?
When I turn off
His
the
Steam controller.
the controller.
Oh yeah, what does it do?
Let me just turn it off.
There you go. Back to Magic.
Oh, it's the TF2 thing.
And when I turn it on,
Nice. Let me. Portal. But that's really cool. I like that. All right, let me.
you can configure that as well,
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
which is pretty sweet.
All right, I need to set my game back to Magic, and
I need to. bring the
And
magic
that'll
back
do.
in.
I am back into Magic.
all right. So
Okay.
we will play the rest of this. Might as well play some more
Wait,
Magic. Why
actually-
not?
Yeah, there's only one more round now, so
Wait. Oh, Keab. You two are also 2-1?
yeah, we could end up playing each other here.
One of us is going to end up playing the other, because we haven't played each other anymore, and there's only one other person with 2-1.
Well,
No,
let's-
that's not true. No, that's not true. No.
There
Let's-
are quite
Six.
a few of us at
Yeah.
2-1, so we could all end up playing different people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
We'll
Hats could get a buy, but I'm hoping they don't give
He's
it to
already
you.
had a buy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't
Oh, the
get.
guy I've just played has quit, has dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So
somebody's
I mean,
getting a buy, but I'm hoping it's not Hats.
you know, I'll
It'll
be
be
okay. I'll be
the
okay
0
with it.
3 guy.
I'll deal
Yeah,
with it.
Big Badger.
You reckon? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
probably.
of course
Yeah.
they're getting the buy.
All right, let's play
What?
some more Magic. Let's try and this is just for fun now because I get the same you get the same prizes if you go 1 and 2 and if you go 2 and 2.
Yeah, this is for me. This is for an extra pack.
Yeah. Actually, I should update my record so I'm
Yeah,
now
for me
1
as
and
well.
2 because I got to buy. And we're off.
I'm against
I'm
Captain
playing
Sheep.
Uno, right?
I'm not
This
playing-
gets serious.
Right, I'm not
Ah.
playing any one of you guys, so I will see
Yeah.
you in a bit.
Yeah, good
I'm
luck with
muted
Bad
as well.
Bot. He
Good luck
is
with Spider.
Black White Life gain.
Muted.
All right, good luck. Oh, fun times. All right, have fun, everybody.
Right.
Right, we'll give Uno the good luck high five because he hates that. That is a mulligan for us. We don't have any creatures to play until turn 5. That's not good enough. That is even worse. Sure, why not? Let's keep that. Sorry, World Breaker, I can't cast you. Well, Uno didn't hit his 2-drop either, so... No white yet from Uno either, so... I never actually noticed that Pilgrim's Eye was a Thopter. And we'll fetch up away. webcam is really struggling. That's better. Doesn't cope very well with gradual darkness. Still nothing from Uno. He's building to something big. If he kept this hand, it must be because it's got a bomb in it. Yeah, there we go. I think we want the 3-5. Oh, sweet, we're actually at 7. Because we can pay a life. Oh god, something big coming down now. Oh no, Pathfinder, that's fine. And he's going to tap that to give it a counter to make it a 6-6. Ah, pay the life. Smash in with a 6-6 here. Oh, there goes the Oblivion Strike. That's not so good. That's fine, I wasn't going to block it anyway. Foil C was pretty good. And he can do that if he'd tapped the other way around. Ton of mana, nothing to do with it really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 technically. flashing away in the air. Oh, I should have done that and kept another jump. Anyway, that's going in front of that this turn. And then we'll get Slaughter Drone down next turn. Which he will probably then make it unable to block that, so... Ah, you're gonna do that one, okay. I'm taking 6 then. No, wrong one. That one. Ah. I floated that for no reason. I can't count. Oh, I should have tacked in the air. I'm an idiot. Has made that exactly lethal, so something's going to have to go under the bus. He can stop 4 somethings blocking it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, there's General Taz. do. Oh no. So we wanted that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Trying to stay off double blue is the thing. That one. The void grafter. And then we take out our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swamps. And we'll drop a forest out. Worst comes to worst, we Warping Whale again, and then Scion Summoner the following turn. Scion Summoner now. I think we've Ranico. We can see, yeah, 5 streams live on Legbot right now. Next turn we can incubate a drone. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's your whole turn there. Oh, Hats has come in to spoop. How did you do, Hats? Oh! Well, take your victories when you can get them. And Oblivion Strike, of course. But again, that's taken his whole turn. I think what I want to do here is, if we Elemental Uprising while he's got nothing, I think we'll just keep hitting him for 1, for 2 with the Zion Summoner. I think that works. I could have countered his Warping Whale, because I forget that it got counter target sorcery on it. Oh, this might be what he's been looking for. Silent Skimmer, that's fine. Because we can just Warping Whale that. Let's let him think he's going to keep it. Just swing in with both of these this time round. Okay, have fun recording, Ranico. Ooh, Flaying Tendrils. That's... I have a -1/1. But again, that's taking his whole turn for that. Dump Giant Mantis out. No, fair enough. Double Oblivion Strikes. No chance of casting World Breaker with 4 land. I mean, we could Pulse of Marasa back Snapping Gnarlid, but I don't think we need it. I think we'll just wallop him for 2 again and see what happens. Just keep taking the incremental stuff until we can get him with Elemental Uprising, which is another turn, unfortunately. Oh, there's Felidar Sovereign. Right. Now we have a game on our hands. So he's gaining 4 life off of this. This is probably where the game starts to turn around, because I've got nothing that can deal with that. See now, he questioned playing 3 Oblivion Strikes, and I told him to play all 3. Because it's vigilance as well. Oh man. One, two, three, four, five, six. Because he's exiling everything as well, so Pulse Marasa is very, very weak right now. I mean, he gets the Narlid back, I suppose. I can't recast the Narlid. Take one more hit. It's an instant as well, so we can do it at the end of his. Oh, how the tables have turned. Yay, Worldbreaker. Which doesn't hit creatures. I'm going to take away Seagate Wreckage though. I think it was, he was keeping the colourless up for the activations, and you can also draw cards off of it, which makes Seagate Wreckage very good. So one of the reasons why I keep thinking that a mono colourless deck in Standard would be really powerful. That's not going to help because Worldbreaker has reach. Yeah, a mono colourless, because if you could run 4 Seagate Wreckages, the potential for card draw late in the game if you flood. It still gains a ton of life. Ah, there he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't do it. What we can do though is Pulse Marasa back our Revolving Wilds. Play it. Sack it. Pick up another box, which gives us 8 land next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I've left up 4 for Unity of Purpose. So we'll come in with the big beat stick. Now it can kill Felidar Sovereign and survive. Dolphin Crawler. Apparently that is how you stabilise, right. So that takes us to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more land and we get Ulamog out. Perfect. He's out of Oblivion Strikes. Oh, sending the message. Tap, tap, concede. Oh, man, dragged out. I'm going to run that back, though. So, Cyborg Coconut, 1 at 4 and 0. Red Nightmare went 3 and 1 against Captain Sheep. Hats finished 2 and 2. So, either me or Uno will match Red, and the other one will match Hat. So it's not a bad showing this time round. Certainly a lot better than we did for Battle for Zendikar. I think most of us were 1 and 3 for that one. But yeah, yet again showing that this is a fairly grindy format. But yeah, I don't know why you'd drop after only 0 and 1, unless you were aiming for that 4 and 0. Maybe had a really bad pool. last time Uno has done the transformative sideboard. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. It's going fairly well, Nav. Hat's finished 2 and 2. Red has finished 3 and 1, and me and Uno are battling it out to see which of us matches Red and which of us matches Hats. Uno has gone down to 6. Is he going to go 5-5-5? Tesla's come to say hi. Oh, we've got Ulamog in hand again. So we've effectively mulliganed to 6. Sky Scour is good. That's a little awkward for my plans. To pull that out. See what we draw. Second Sky Scour to trigger the first, that's really nice. So he's going for the flyers, which is a very good strategy actually. Flyers, so a lot of colours are quite weak to flyers in this format. Oh, it's not what we wanted. So we can't drop the Sky Spawner. Tesla, what are you up to? Can't really attack here. So we'll see if he plays a colourless spell, and then we tap one of them down if he does. Yeah, that's a colourless spell. Ow! So we just get hit for 2. Could really use an island to stabilise here. So we can get the Sky Spawner down. And we hit a wastes. Yeah, this is just getting awkward now. I think next turn we have to Elemental Uprising just to try and get that thing to block. Or we could just tap it down beginning of combat, that might work. Depends, we'll see what he plays. Wasteland Strangler. Fortunately I don't have anything exile, so he doesn't get any value off of that. Still take 4 in the air though. Yeah, Tesla likes to join in on these streams, Exegix. If you want to keep track of how many times he appears, you can use !Tesla. No, I don't want to activate the waste. that one, then wastes. Because it must be blocked if able. So it wipes out his Wasteland Strangler. Slightly awkward, but it's moving nonetheless. And that only lasts till turn. Oh, awesome. And I didn't tap anything down, so he gets to swing in, because I'm an idiot and I just skipped right over it. Probably going to have to Pulse of Marasa for no value. We got 6, right, we can drop Sky Spawner. Marasa only gets creatures or land back. We could drop Pathfinder, but we're still dead in the air. In fact, if he plays a colourless spell, we're dead in the air anyway. Oh, I can't target. I'll have to target Wasteland Strangler to be able to gain the 6 life. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So we have to tap a flyer, block a flyer, and pray. Fortunately then, if we survive that, next turn we can just bring back Sky Spawner and get another Scion. Okay. You can eat that. You can eat that, and we'll take 2. Yeah, that works. So we'll do 1 and the waste. Pulse of Marasa. Still got no attacks, but you know. We're alive for a couple more turns now. Ah, bollocks. think we want a Sky Spawner. 6, 7, 8, 9. That would give us. Remember to tap something this turn. A land would save us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, a land would let us get Ulamog, which would exile both of those. No. Fortunately, it hit his own creatures, so. That would have done it. That would have let us cast Ulamog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As it is. Well, we can get Pathfinder out. You can hit us for maybe 3 this turn. Can he drop another colourless? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I salute you, sir Uno. Best way to go out, kill yourself. Oh, that was a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody's still hanging around in Mumble. Let's have a look.
And
Unmuted.
Battle
Hello,
Zendikar. Still have an
hello.
Origins. I'm just
Hello.
opening the Origins booster. Screw it.
Hey, Keab.
Be like it.
When you did Flaying Tendrils,
Yeah.
you know I played the land the next turn.
Yeah.
If you hadn't Flaying Tendrils away those 2 Scions, that would have been Ulamog then.
I thought you were ramping up to that. So I had to get it at that point.
Yeah. Did you like my way of ending the game there?
It just suddenly disappeared.
I tapped Corrupted Crossroads, paying a life.
Oh right. I didn't see all of a sudden the thing went because I think we were the last match.
Yeah, you were. So yeah, that was fun. I wish I got to play another round, but whatever.
Yeah, that was.
It was a shame.
But
Still though,
three wins. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, same for me.
Even if one
I'm
of them was
happy
a
with
bye.
2 and 2. That was pretty cool.
yeah, 2 and
Yeah,
2. I'd be happier with 2 and 2 if I'd actually played some matches. Oh well. But
yeah, I was gonna say the two matches you played, you lost, didn't you?
yeah. default. The 2 sweetest words in the English language.
But thank you for that last game, Keab. That was a struggle.
Yeah.
See, that's why I was hoping to play one of you two, because then be like, yes, okay, well, we will play this last game.
You'll actually get to play some Magic.
Yeah. Ah, well.
Right, okay, I'm gonna go offline, so
Alright.
for the people in my chat, thank you for watching. I'll be back
Bye-bye.
on Monday, hopefully. I may just play something small again. Maybe I'll just play some more MechWarrior. I don't know.
Anybody who wants to go watch a stream, I'll still be streaming for a little bit.
Yeah,
Playing Advance
Red,
Wars.
Red will be up.
Yes.
And
I-
then there's
I
all sorts
stopped
going on.
I stopped my stream ages ago.
Yeah, I realized that. I'm like, yeah, of course you did.
I was just like, right, well, we're not playing this round, so goodbye, everybody.
Screw you all, I'm going home.
I am
chat,
home.
Screw you all, we're going home.
Oh, by the way, keep my foil Thought Not Seer though. That's
Oh,
worth.
nice.
That's worth like. I cashed that in with a few other cards. I got 16 tickets,
Nice.
so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think that's actually more than you get for a new Lamog.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Noise.
Noise.
Don't know how much any of my cards are.
Yeah.
That foil Seagate wreckage will probably be worth a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Seagate wreckage.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
I actually have to get some other stuff done tonight before we do Culture Clash, which is in 3 hours' time. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna play like an hour of Advance Wars max. Probably
Okay.
less. Once the final mission for Yellow Comet is done, I'm quitting.
Makes
Even
sense.
if it's early.
All right.
Okay.
Ah.
I will
Alright.
talk to you later.
Alright. Catch you later.
Thanks for the games.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
And goodbye to everybody on the stream. I will be back on Tuesday for some more Elite Force 2. Goodbye.